A local nonprofit organization is committed to promoting overall wellness of body, mind, and spirit for women and children in our community. Coming up on Polk Place, we will introduce you to the Junior League of Greater Lakeland Incorporated. Make sure you stick around. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is Jessica Brown. She is the president of the Junior League of Greater Lakeland. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, first time on the show for you and for the organization.
Yes.
So tell me all about it. What exactly is the Junior League of Greater Lakeland?
So the Junior League of Greater Lakeland is a group of women, of all volunteers, and we are committed to promoting women leadership, training women leaders through volunteerism and through community service. So we have different organizations that we partner with and volunteer with to try to just do some good in the community, all while creating like a sisterhood that promotes leadership and volunteerism in the community.
I've got a couple friends within the organization. Yes. When I ask them what it's all about, they won't tell me. I think it's because it's a guy thing, you know.
It's yeah, maybe they want to keep it a secret. They don't want you to knock down our doors.
Well, talk to me a little bit about some of the things that you do in the community. I was on the web today, and you do some incredible things, making a difference in our community.
So our long-term initiative has been literacy. We have several programs where we focus on trying to increase the home libraries of children. We do caregiver trainings, trying to teach them how to read with their children before kindergarten and instill a love of reading. But we also recognize that there are certain situations that inhibit a child's ability to go to school ready to learn, such as hunger, proper rest, proper clothing, and some of those things we can't really do anything about, but one thing that we can do something about is getting children the proper clothing to be able to go to school ready to learn. So we have our reading initiatives, and then we have our Clothe Our Community initiative, and that's kind of what we're focusing on right now.
Talk to me a little bit about how the reading initiative works, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how the clothing works also.
Okay. So our reading initiatives are Reading is Fundamental, where we go into schools and every child in that school can choose a book to take home with them. And it seems so simple to you and I, but a lot of these kids, when they find out that they can choose whatever book that they want, and they're all like AR appropriate, and they get to take it home, they don't have to return it, they're not, you know, having to share it with one of their other classmates, they get so excited. So again, we're building those home libraries and kind of instilling a love of reading. We also have Ready to Read, where we go into a lot of daycare centers and we have a caregiver training where we help teach the moms, the dads, the grandmas, the grandpas, whoever is taking care of those children, how to teach their children how to read. And they don't even have to be able to read at all. Maybe they're reading in a different language, but it's like those skills, that left to right and the imagination and looking at a picture and creating a story, just to kind of get those building blocks for children. We also have an annual event, World of Reading, where we have children's authors who come and they sign books, and we have different crafts that are related to the books, to different books around the world. So we say, and they get to pick books. Some of these children get to go home with 5 or 6 books. So it's just instilling like the fun of reading, that it doesn't have to be a chore, and just that love.
Let's talk a little bit about the clothing initiative and why that's important.
So 1 in 5 children in Polk County are living below the poverty line. So they don't have access to something as simple as clean socks, clean underwear. I mean, not to be gross, but that makes it kind of difficult to concentrate. A lot of children, they receive clothes and uniforms at the beginning of the school year, but kids get messy and they grow. So midway through the year, they've grown out, they've worn out, there's holes, there's stains. So we try to give them just a little boost about halfway through the year through a couple of different ways. Our high school method is clothing closets. So most recently, we have helped build a clothing closet at Tenor Rock High School with support from Southern Homes, where students can kind of go in, pick clothes that they like or are more comfortable with, some of the hygiene items that maybe they don't have access to, and then they can do it, it's completely anonymous. For our elementary and middle school students who have uniforms, we have clothing backpacks where we give them a uniform and sweatshirt, underwear, socks, and some new school supplies and toiletry items. And it's all without shame. And we do that through our organizations that we work with, like Tassel, Kids Pack, who kind of have those systems in place in the school system, but we can provide the items that they typically wouldn't.
As with any nonprofit, volunteers and people who support you are the life's blood. Talk about the importance of fundraising and what it helps you do to accomplish your mission within this community.
Yes, so our supporters, we are so grateful for them. We have several businesses, we have several families who support us, but one of the things about giving to a nonprofit, any nonprofit, is we are typically able to take your dollar and multiply that. We are able to get things that you might go to a store and buy a pack of socks for $5. Well, we can get it for $1. So your $5 actually is clothing 5 children rather than just 1. And it's something that we desperately need. We're so thankful for and so incredibly grateful for our supporters, and would love anybody out there to come learn more about us and what we do, and maybe become a supporter as well.
How do folks learn more about you or become a part of you?
Right. So jlgl.org, that's Junior League Greater Lakeland.org, or our Facebook page, which is Facebook, and then it's JLG Lakeland. Those are the best ways to kind of get in touch with us. You can always email us, president@jlgl.org, and I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody may have.
We got about 30 seconds left. Anything that you want the folks to know at home about what you guys do and why it's so important?
One thing that I think that's so important about the Junior League of Greater Lakeland is that we are a group of women volunteers. We're not getting paid, so it's just the hearts of women in our community who want to do better for our community. And we all kind of know that when a group of women get together, they're a little unstoppable.
Jessica, thank you for coming in, and come back and see me again real soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
The Junior League of Greater Lakeland, Inc. is an organization of women committed to promoting volunteerism, developing the potential of women, and improving the community through the effective action and leadership of trained volunteers. The Junior League is exclusively educational and charitable. The Junior League of Greater Lakeland invests thousands of volunteer hours in community projects and programs that align to their mission and further the League's impact in our community. They invite you to learn how the Junior League directly impacts our community. Their outreach programs are designed to provide maximum benefits to our communities through the League volunteers, community partnerships, and direct financial support. Now, if you need more information, you can give them a call at 863-682-2112 or look them up on the web at www.jlgl.org.